you know, ich liebe dich. I wish I was smarter. I'm just not an intelligent guy. I can't learn another language very easily with my California education right now.
Well, you made it as an actor.
Yeah, hey, you know, doing all right. Actors aren't too smart.
If you weren't an actor, what would you be?
What would I be? I'd probably be in some other, you know, some other form, I guess some other area of the film industry. I really enjoy movies, so the dream would probably be, you know, behind the camera directing or something like that. But I probably would end up anywhere I could get my foot in the door.
You don't have any concrete plans?
No. You can't have plans in this industry. Everything's always changing. You know, I'm on like a week-by-week, you know, I guess basis, just kind of figuring out what's going to happen next.
What is your next project after Percy Jackson?
Well, I mean, I have a movie coming out in March, another film called Noah, and I'm working on a film right now called Fury, which I'm excited about. It's like a World War II tanker movie.
Das Einzige, das unser Zuhause retten kann, ist das goldene Vlies. Es befindet sich im Meer der Monster.
Oh nein.
Die Menschen nennen es Bermuda-Dreieck.
Wir müssen das Vlies finden. Ich möchte helfen.
Hier.
Nebel?
Es lässt das Mystische normal aussehen.
Wow.
Das wird eine Reise in unbekannte und tödliche Gefilde, bei der es nicht weniger geht als unser Überleben.
So the sequel is called Sea of Monsters.
Yes.
What kind of monsters can we expect?
So many monsters. They're nice monsters, but mostly they're bad monsters. But there's a one of my favorite sequences is a hippocampus. It's a sort of a water horse that we ride, and the special effects are amazing, and it's just a beautiful sequence. And then the scariest monster is Kronos, and he's just huge, and the whole sequence is really suspenseful and really, really scary, and I think the special effects are incredible. And those are just a couple of many, many monsters that we encounter.
Sag mir, dass das keine Haie sind.
Das sind keine Haie.
Schlimmer kann man ja wohl kaum sterben.
Would you say this movie was physically more challenging than the first part?
I think it might have been, but maybe I didn't notice because for some reason, I've worked on a lot of projects, even in between, that have been very physically demanding, and I think I had less fighting for this one, maybe more running, but less fighting. I think I felt more confident and prepared this time because I had had so much training for the first film. I sort of knew what I was doing a little bit more, and I think that the action scenes look amazing, and I'm glad that we pulled them off.
There is 3 more Percy Jackson books, so I suppose 3 more movies for Percy Jackson. And if you make a movie every 3 years, you finish shooting the Percy Jackson franchise in 10 years. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Old. I'll be older with kids. Beer belly. Where do I see myself, though? I don't know. You know, hopefully, you know, I'd really like to be in a place where I can, you know, I guess consistently work with filmmakers that I appreciate. That's pretty much where I hope to be. That's not necessarily, I can't, you know, really picture where I will be, but that's where I'd like to be in a situation like that.
Can you name a few of your favorite directors?
Yeah, sure. I mean, well, people that inspired me early on, I have a ton of favorite directors, but, you know, the original guys that really got me interested in being in the movie business were like, you know, Fincher and David Fincher and Kubrick, obviously, Bogdanovich and Spike Jonze. I was really interested in that whole music video world as a kid, and with like the Michel Gondrys and all them. Yeah, really like those guys.
Do you have a favorite character from the Percy Jackson universe?
I mean, I'm biased in that I love Annabeth. I think she's a fantastic combination of strength and vulnerability, and like we all are. And but I love all the characters. I think what's great about them all is that they all really complement each other, and they all have their own strengths and their own weaknesses, and they all help each other out, and they're all really great friends. And I think that that's sort of what makes this movie so cool.
In the beginning of the movie, Percy Jackson seems full of self-doubt and vulnerable. Is this something that you can relate to from your personal life?
Yes.
A situation where you doubted yourself?
Oh, absolutely. I think we all do, especially as young people. It takes a while to sort of come into yourself. I've had so many, for example, I decided I wanted to be an actor when I was very young, and I was 17 and I got a screen test for a pilot television show, and I was so nervous when I got there that I doubted myself so much that I couldn't even get my lines out. I forgot all my lines. And I think it just takes time to sort of, and I think that's one of the great things about these characters is they're flawed and they make mistakes, but you can still persevere and win out at the end of the day and succeed and pursue your goals. And I think that's a great lesson because, you know, even though I totally messed up my screen test, I still managed to become an actress. So, yeah, I think it's something we can all relate to.
Jeder Halbgott wird in ein paar Tagen tot sein, wenn nicht früher. Diese Aufgabe ist für den Besten von uns, den Stärksten, den Tapfersten.
Wir müssen sie aufhalten. Ich brauche deine Hilfe.
Ich pack nur schnell zusammen und bezahle meine Unfallversicherung.
If you had to choose just one movie, what would be your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, I don't know if I can pick one movie as a favorite, but
You have to.
if I had to pick, I mean, it's constantly changing, but one of my favorites is definitely Fight Club. I love that movie. It's
How
a
many
great
times
film.
have you seen it?
Oh, too many. Way too many times. I love that film. It's pretty, I mean, it's hard to say a film is perfect, but it's very well crafted.
I loved American Beauty, and I guess from my childhood, Little Mermaid was one of my favorites. Ghostbusters. I'll just stop at those three, but there's a lot of great movies out there.